Aloha, and Tashi Delay from Kauai Tibetan Buddhist Dharma Center here on the island of Kauai. We present this class every Thursday night from 6 to 8. And it's Zoomed worldwide and recorded and put on our website, kauaidharma.org. I'm Lama Tashi. In presenting these teachings of the Buddha, transmitted through India, down through all the Maha cities of India to Tibet, now to all the cultures of the planet. The purpose of the class and the purpose of most of the Tibetan's teachings is called mind training. Actually, it's mind erasing. By that, we mean the mind that all of us has is like a computer, and its program is obsolete in the human condition, which simply means the way we think and the things we say and do and the way we treat our environment is based on mind. And it's counterproductive. Actually, it's toxic, it's dangerous. And so we have a situation today on the planet where 8 billion humans have come to the point where each and every one of us is in great difficulty. And the difficulty is self-imposed. We're the only animal on the planet that deliberately is destroying its environment. And this is painful and causes great climate disruption and other great calamities such as war, famine, disease, poverty, environmental destruction, the spread of toxins, and all kinds of social disorders involving the trading of humans, arms, drugs, and other toxic substances. So what to do? That's this program, what to do. And if you can follow what I'm saying, you must know that this is coming to me from hundreds of different teachers, men and women, all over the planet, and my own innate wisdom nature. Now that innate wisdom nature, everybody has. And in order to connect to that, you need to have help. You need to have somebody that knows what it is and is already using it, and how to deal with the infinite variety of unstable tendencies that each and every one of us have. And at the same time, keep the playing field level. Don't make it into a religion. It's simply a health program. And it's designed in such a way to remove all the obstacles of good health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. And when it comes to this spiritual function, it starts with taking refuge in your own innate, true, unobstructed nature. Call it Buddha, call it Dzogchen, call it Mahamudra, great perfection, the great view, all kinds of things. But that isn't it. Oh, what is it? Well, it for each and every one of us is a situation where there's no drama. You can even say there's no subject. There's no I, me, mine, soul, or any of that. There's no object. There's no inner and outer world. And you can even say there's no activity. But that, you have to arrive at that. You have to slowly change the mind or eliminate the mind, like a computer, change the code, change the program, and install an entirely different program that gently moves you away from all the pain and suffering of your negative tendencies that you've dragged with you through thousands of lifetimes to this lifetime. And all your conflicting emotions that are caused by judging yourself and everything in the world around you. Judging. This is good, that's bad. This is divine and supernatural. This is low and inferior. This is stupid. Those judgment calls cause the emotion, conflicting emotion, to grow in your mind's program. So when taking refuge, we start with 4 thoughts that inspire us to do as much practice as you possibly can every day, and in some cases at night. We practice at night. It's quiet. And we start with 4 thoughts. Now, these 4 thoughts apply to every sentient being, human being, on the planet. And these 4 thoughts are designed for the people who have the inclination to connect to their wisdom nature, use the guru or lama as the guide, and practice. Dar means energy. Ma, mother. Wisdom, mother. So these 4 thoughts, we're going to start with those, and then we'll take refuge. The first one is you have 10 positive tendencies that cause you to meet with the teacher, practice the Dharma, and progress towards your natural mind, natural awareness. And then you are free of the negative tendencies, the negative karma, like being born as an animal, or being born as an abusive human, or being totally deluded from birth, all that. So those 4, first of the 4 thoughts, is you should congratulate yourself upon arising every day that you have everything necessary to do what you need to do. The second one is everything is impermanent. This whole world, everything you see, smell, taste, touch, feel, think about, is disappearing, changing, going, gone. Your own body included. It's like a bubble, soon to pop. So you practice now. And you and everybody has karma. Karma is that bringing these unhealthy tendencies from previous lives, like a shadow, into this life situation. So they need to be purified, transformed. And that's what the Dharma does. And the 4th one is conditioned existence. You took birth out of extreme desire. And this desire to take birth is the cause of all your pain and suffering, especially aging, sickness, and death of the body. And along with that, everything's constantly changing, moment to moment, day to day, year to year. And all of this affects you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And the spiritual is the guidance of the Lama teaching you Dharma and how to practice it. Oh, so we'll take refuge. First, we take refuge in something that's unique to Tibetan Buddhism and other forms of Buddhism. Don't do this. Religions don't do this. In English, it's in order to attain inner enlightenment for myself and limitless sentient beings, my mothers, we now all together take refuge and when possible offer prostrations and other practices. Then the refuge is the support of that altruistic motivation, which, as I said, is unique in shamanistic Lamaism tradition. We take refuge in all the glorious holy lamas of all the lineages of Tibetan Buddhism, all the way back to Shakyamuni Buddha. We take refuge in all the yidams who are the peaceful and protector deities of the Sutra Tantra tradition. We take refuge in all the Buddhas, those who have conquered the mind, erased the mind, and gone beyond into their highest wisdom nature, timeless awareness. We go for refuge to all this supreme Dharma, Mahayana, Vajrayana, and Tantrayana. We go for refuge to all this accomplished Sangha who teaches these yana vehicles. And we go for refuge to all the Dakas and Dakinis who are the Dharma protectors and defenders of the Dharma. All of these six possess the eye of transcending awareness. All of that is our support, and it's always in place. That means it's always present. Then we practice the six Bodhisattva disciplines. By taking refuge in Bodhicitta, the mind of Bodhisattva, and enter into Bodhisattva training school. We go for refuge to all the Buddhas, Dharmas, and this Supreme Assembly. We go for refuge to gain enlightenment. And may I, through merit gathered from practicing the six perfections of Bodhisattva training, extend this accomplishment of Buddhahood to all sentient beings, my mother. That's the practice. So we practice. Tonight, the schedule, besides the 3 lights meditation practice connecting to the 5 elements healing meditation, we're going to practice 2 of the most powerful practices in Tibetan Buddhism. One is connecting to Padmasambhava. The 6th, 7th century teacher who brought all of these teachings as an incarnated Buddha to Tibet. And we're also going to do the practice of Jetson Milarepa. And when we connect to these two, you are connecting in the most powerful way to your own kind-hearted inner nature. And these two quickly remove obstacles so that it's possible in one lifetime to know who you really are and how to use that. Sit with your back straight, hands in a comfortable position, mouth closed, eyes slightly open, looking to the space and light 2 feet in front, head slightly tilted. And bring your awareness, your focus, which all of us have, to your breath, that which keeps you in your body, that which gives you life. Prana yoga practice starts with the 3 light practice of inhale, middle breath, and exhale. When you inhale, you visualize the light equal to the sun filling both lungs. This whole area of your body. Then the absorption breath of that is the spontaneous activity of taking all the elemental energy that comes in with the air and spreading it through every cell in your body in a flash. And you visualize that as red light blazing through all your entire form. Then you gather these 2 energies, the white and the red, and exhale out blue light as an infinite healing breath available to infinite sentient beings filling space. Inhale white light, fill your lungs. The absorption breath visualizes red light through every cell in your body in a flash. These 2 codes together as blue light out the nose, filling space, like the sky. Do 21 of these breaths. White, red, blue. On the 21st breath, take your focus off your breath. Collect the 3 lights into a tiny particle or energy called a bindu, or tigli in Tibetan, and focus it in the center of your heart chakra in the central channel of your life force. The moment you do that, you're connecting to the infinite light of the entire universe, space. Relax for a few moments, just being present, contemplating space. This is the program of higher intelligence and natural awareness. It is the energy program of everything. Reinvent the particle in your heart center, and with your imagination and focus together, enlarge it into a small sphere of clear light. Then, keeping that sphere, increase it in size till it enlarges into one of the 5 elemental figures we use in this healing practice. Tonight, we're going to use the 6-sided yellow cube labeled Earth. And you visualize that in your heart center about the size of your thumbnail. No matter which elements you use in this meditation, all 5 are present. Imagine that 6-sided yellow cube labeled Earth, and move out in front of your chest and up before your eyes about 2 feet in front. Then imagine it enlarges in size to be a large room that you can see your physical body sitting or laying or standing, however you are, inside. Once you receive the prana healing energy, which is the psychic energy of your own mind's focus, then you share it by imagining the 6-sided cube to grow in size to enclose an area of about 50 miles in diameter. Here in Hawaii, we visualize the island of Kauai and surrounding ocean inside. That's our neighborhood. Then we extend it to include all the beings on Earth by visualizing Mother Earth, including her atmosphere, inside the six-sided gold or yellow cube. Then extend it outward to completely enclose our solar system with the sun and planets inside in an area of about 5 billion miles diameter. Then enlarge it with your imagination to completely enclose our spiral dish-shaped galaxy. Billions of stars and trillions of planets. Inside. Then move beyond the boundary of your conceptual mind and again to connect to the infinite light of boundless space. And the six-sided cube merges with that, disappears. So no meditation. Again, sit present in the present moment. Relax. In the infinite light of boundless space, your own true nature. This brings infinite energy into the healing process of this meditation to add to the symptomatic application of the elements. So both the symptoms and the cause are experiencing healing. Then reverse the process by bringing the six-sided cube to again enclose, visualize to again enclose the galaxy. Keep imagination and focus awareness together, reduce it inside to just enclose the solar system. Smaller and smaller to just enclose Mother Earth. Earth enclosing Earth. Earth healing Earth. Then reduce it down to just enclosing your neighborhood. And very much smaller to just take all that energy psychically applied through your physical form, just as you are. Visualize it inside six-sided yellow symbol of Earth. Finish the practice by bringing the symbol to its original small size in front of your eyes. Drop it to chest level and bring it into your heart chakra. Reduce it again to a tiny particle of light, blending with the infinite light of space, basic space. The all ground is called. And relax. Nothing to do, no meditation, just be present. Your awareness and space gently meld together. And from this place of no drama, bring your awareness to in front of your eyes and spread it into your place of practice. And dedicate the merit of this healing practice to the benefit of every sentient being in the entire universe. The four immeasurable wishes that connect to every Dharma practice, whether it's resting in space or sounding mantras and visualization, or doing healing practices. The first one of the four immeasurable wishes that we make as Bodhisattva is called metta. In Tibetan, we say champa, loving kindness. The second one is called karuna, or ningje in Tibetan, altruistic compassion. Oh, and the loving kindness is the unconditional kind, not the worldly conditional love. Mudita, or gawa in Tibetan, is a term for bliss based on our practice to bring all sentient beings in our mind, which is all sentient beings, to that state of bliss, spiritual bliss. And in this way, we rejoice in their happiness, irregardless of our own condition or situation. And the fourth one is called upekkha, tangnam, equanimity, equality. No good, no bad, no high, no low, no stupid, no knowing, no inside, no outside, no past, no future. Erase all that. And wish all beings that situation without ever having attachment, aversion, desire, lust. Again, gone. Ooh. There's a lot of social programs won't like that one. Put that under the stupid. Speaking of the stupa, quickly, may I thank all the people that made offerings for our stupa. We just completed 2 big flood walls with beautiful paths from the parking area entering into the stupa area. All of the roofing of the gompa and over the prayer wheels has all been reshingled. The tar has been completely cleaned. Now she's black tar. Beautiful. New Buddha appeared in a new garden area along the path, Amoga City, with his right hand raised and ring finger touching. Amitabha has appeared, and then a statue of a monk. And now the tiles are going to be completely replaced in circumambulation area around the inner corlo of the stupa, and also around the outside where the prayer wheels are. And I'm saying all this because there's infinite merit in the stupa. It's your awareness of the reality that there's no place to go. There's no need to say, oh, I want to go to heaven, or I want to escape hell, or I don't want to be an animal. You don't have to do that. You can just relax in your own natural situation and be kind and considerate. That's the stupa. The base of the stupa is the earth element. This is the water element. This is the fire element. The lotus at the top is the air element. And the sun and moon is the space element. And this little flame at the top is your awareness pointing to the sky, where it all comes from. And it all goes back to Mother Sky, Mother Earth. It is also the mind of the Buddhas because at each level you have refined awareness, not just ordinary awareness. So each level is one of the 5 dhyana Buddhas. And again, your awareness is the factor that brings you into these states of higher intelligence and how to use that new type of intelligence. We simply call it higher awareness or timeless awareness. But it's way more than that because it's in infinite proportions. It's like space, there's no boundaries. And that's nice, we can relax. To increase our relaxation tonight, the kind lamas, which there are many, Lama Rinchen in Honolulu, Lama Tenzin, who was my teacher on Maui, they had us print up these texts translated from Tibetan Buddhism. One is called the Milarepa Soap, and it's called The Rainbow of Blessings. And it's all about Milarepa, which we're going to do that practice. And then we have the Shower of Blessings. And this is the one we're going to do now. It's based on the 7-line prayer of Padmasambhava. Now, the 7-line prayer is different, has different interpretations with different lineages. But basically, it says that you're connecting to this Padmasambhava who was born in northwest India. They say Odion. He was born from a Dakini mother who trained him from birth because she recognized him as born of light to be a bodhisattva and acquire all of the teachings of all of the Buddhas of the 3 times into his consciousness by the age of 8. Then she sent him on his way across the Himalayan mountain ranges to each of the country, Ladakh, Nepal, all the way to Bhutan. He got invited by the Tyson Destin, the king of India, who heard of this great teacher and his abilities to come to Tibet and establish the Dharma, which he did. But the 7-line prayer says that from his birth, you are following in his footsteps to attain the same level of realization that he attained and use it like he did, perfecting oneself and giving that as gifts to whoever requests. All of the texts of Tibetan Buddhism start with this 7-line prayer. If you do a Monlam, they start the 7-day, 5-day prayer festival, they start with every day. If you do, we call it soak offerings or fasting retreats, anything like that, all of them start with Padmasambhava. So I'm going to read this 7-line prayer of Guru Rinpoche, Padmasambhava. In Sanskrit, it goes like this. Om Organ Yogi Nu Shab Sham Pema Ge Sor Dong Po La Yajin Choki Dru Ne Pema Ju Ni Jesu Ja Kado Kanjo Mam Po Po Keki Jesu Jaju Kunji Lobsher Jesu So Guru Padma Siddhi. All of the Tibetan people know this prayer. They also all know the 21 Taras and the Tara mantra. They also know the Chenrezi, or Mani Padme Hum. And their culture is completely embedded with it. From the time of Guru Rinpoche going there to the present day. And this translates this 7 lines, starting with the sound Hum, which means infinite healing applied to infinite sentient being. The blue Hum. Used in many ways in our practice. Hum. Hum. On the northwest border of the country of Oregon, that was Kashmir. Part of what's called Afghanistan. On the pollen bed of a pollen part of a lotus, that's a symbol of the mother. You attain marvelous and most excellent cities and states of awareness. Renowned as the lotus born, you are surrounded by a vast or infinite retinue of Dakini. As I practice following in your footsteps, I pray you can approach to confer empowerments and blessings. Guru Padma Siddhi Hum, please bestow whatever is appropriate on me. So that's what this prayer is established. Now, like myself, and most men, you need help from the opposite sex. Why? Because they know it all. They have what is intuitive awareness. Why do they have that? It's an innate quality. Because all the women of the planet are in charge of the birth process, bringing us guys into existence, into this world. So in this practice, shower of blessings, we include Yeshe Soigal, who was the choice of Padmasambhava for training the first Lama, and she was the first Lama. Her prayer goes like this. Yeshe Soigal, born of Dharmadhatu, honorable mother called Kunto Zangmo, mother of all the victorious bodhisattvas and Buddha, kindest soul mother who protects all people, bestower of most excellent cities, sovereign of all the dakinis of supreme bliss. Yeshe Soigal, at your lotus feet I pray. Now, whenever you use the term lotus in Tibetan, it symbolizes taking birth as a bodhisattva. And the lotus is not only at the top of the stupa, but it's under all the images and all the statues of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Confer your blessings which pacify inner, outer, and secret obstacles. Stabilize the longevity of all our Lama Guru. Confer your blessings that pacify this era of war, famine, disease, poverty, environmental destructions, etc., etc. Confer your blessings which pacify sorcery, hexes, and curses from all forms of witchcraft and people practicing religions with harmful motivation. Confer your blessings which increase longevity, splendor, and inner transcendent knowledge. Confer your blessings which spontaneously accomplish all our appropriate wishes right now in this place. These lamas, they can do that. They do that. It's their purpose for being. That said,
Wow.
well, that's the second time that's happened.
No, not that with that light.
No, it happened with our first one. Hold on just a minute while we reconstruct our lighting. Just stand it up. Aim it at the shrine. These two lights. The top one too. Can you turn the top one? Okay. Now we're going to do the mantra and practice the Padmasambhava, and then once that round is established, then we're going to do it with Padmasambhava and Yeshe Soigal together. Sit with your back straight. Now give the empowerment of Padmasambhava. And this empowerment has been transmitted through me from all the lineages of Tibetan Buddhists, various teachers. You receive this empowerment of the body, speech, and mind in practice of this Guru Rinpoche and Geshe Sogyal. The Lama sitting in front can be any Lama. You can change the image on your screen to Dalai Lama or your Root Guru or wherever your present day instructions come from. From the forehead of the Lama in front, white light comes into your light with the sound head, into your head with the sound home to receive the empowerment of being the deity. In this case, Padmasambhava Geshe Sogyal. Then red light from the Lama's throat comes to your throat with the sound ah. This is to empower the energy of your body to produce more awareness in your speech. So the speech becomes more kind, considerate, and empowered. Then you visualize blue light from the Lama's heart into your heart as the wisdom empowerment with the sound hum. That means all this healing energy goes to all sentient beings, none left out. Then the Lama with three lights blazing comes into you, like water into water. Once these three lights are established in your forehead, throat, and heart chakra, the white Om, the red Ah, and the blue Hum all come together in this heart chakra. And the Hum, in this case, is established as the creation sound, fulfilling the purpose or function of the practice, which is to bring all beings to liberation from their judgmental mind into higher and higher states of intelligence as an evolutionary process, natural evolutionary process. That's the way the universe works. And through this accomplishment, you become the deity. And every deity in practice supports every other deity in practice. Equal. We say remain. Visualize the Hum in your heart chakra. You as Padmasambhava, which I'm showing the image here, holding a trident staff. And he has a skull cup with an empowerment base in it. In his left hand, a Vajra, which symbolizes everything the stupa symbolizes. All the elements that create the world of the Dakini energy, and all the five Dhyana Buddhas as your antidotes to all conflicting emotion. So you never have to take rebirth in any of the six realms because they cease to exist. That's it. Then we do 10 Hums. Namkhai Noble Rinpoche said, with starting this and other practices, establish the Hum symbol with the first three is your body, speech, and mind. The four is the body, speech, and mind through practice, bringing out all the fine qualities of Bodhisattva, of Buddhahood. And the last three Hums is establishing all of that as the three Kayas, the Dharmakaya, the Sambhogakaya, bliss energy of the deity, and the Nirmanakaya of you as the messenger, earth teacher. Om Ah Om Vaja Guru Pema Siddhi Om. 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 Om. Pema Siddhi Om. Vaja Guru Pema Siddhi Om. Pema Siddhi Om. Vaja Guru 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 Pema Siddhi Om. Vajagu, Pema Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Pema Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Padma Siddhi, Om Padma Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Padma Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Padma Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Padma Siddhi, Om Vajagu, Padma Siddhi, Te. Then to include the consort Geshe Sogyal. As the founder of Tibetan Buddhism for all the tribes of the planet, and the first Lama, we add her to the mantra and see her in union with Padmasambhava. And from that place of union, bliss goes forth to all the 6 realms of samsara. No more heaven, no more war god and demigod realm, no more deprived spirits, pretas, hungry ghost realm. Erase all the demonic hell realm and cause all the animals to be liberated into the human condition. And all these humans take birth from light as bodhisattvas on all the infinite planets, everywhere in our universe, where life can be supported. That's it.
So are we visualizing a rainbow going out in all directions?
Yes, then the light from your heart chakra, from your chakras, in place of union, establishing bliss, spreads to all these areas of dysfunction and liberates all these sentient beings into Dewa Chen. The highest states of awareness and intelligence of all the bodhisattvas, all the Lama Gurus, and all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. All together. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Te. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om. Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Ahum Vajra Guru Pema Dakini Yeshe Soigal Siddhi Om Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Om Namo 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 Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Om 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 Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Om 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 Bhagavate Yeshe Soyam Siddhi Do Tring Sal Vajra Samaya Sar Siddhi Pada Om Then all sentient beings, having been liberated in the sixth realm, in your mind become your retinue. And you as Padmasambhava and Yeshe Soigo with your retinue, an infinite number of Dakinis filling space, with Dharmapalas for protection. All of that into you as Padmasambhava in union with Yeshe Soigo. Then you two together disappear into the home in your heart chakra. And it's one, perceiver and perceived together, disappear into voidness. The bliss realms of Dewa Chen. The training grounds of all the bodhisattvas and all the accomplished Buddhas in the three times. Relax. No meditation. Bliss. And when you arise from the accomplishment stage of voidness or bliss, the world around you is established as a land of liberation of the Dakinis. And everything that is accomplished in your practice will be accomplished with these Dakinis, whether it be worldly accomplishments or spiritual. And the Dharmapalas will guard the Dharma and its spreading to more and more human. At the end of this practice of Padmasambhava and Yeshi Sorga, which is actually a soak offering with many prayers, it says, beginning with Kunto Zonpo as the great Dorje Chang and Kunto Zangmo, his consort, Vajrayogini, down to my kindest root lama, whatever aspirations they have made to benefit beings, may we accomplish them all. That sums up this shower of blessing. Then Milarepa, rainfall of blessings. That's Kagyu, this is Nyingmapa. Actually, it's just the other way. That's Nyingmapa, this is Kagyu. Milarepa is Marpa's student. Milarepa is easy to visualize because he doesn't wear anything. Walks around with pieces of cotton draped over his shoulders or around his waist. And he even made a little finger one to go in his peanut. Barefoot. Kind of a greenish complexion because he lived mostly off of nettle tea and roots and minerals that he gathered. And when he trained for 13 years under Marpa and Marpa's wife. Then after the 13 years of training, they sent him up into the high countries. And for 50 or 100 years, he roamed around in the high countries of Sikkim, Bhutan, parts of Nepal, lived in caves mostly, or out in the open. And he was called the Blazing Wisdom Vajra, or the Laughing Vajra. Hasa Vajra Hum. Hasa means laughing. Vajra is the word for Dorje Hum. That's part of his mantra. And all of this text is about his accomplishments and his lineage and how it evolved and how many teachers evolved from him. Gampopa was one. Gampopa evolved into the 17 Karmapa. So to do this practice, we'll do it the Tantra way rather than Sutra way. You receive the 5 Dhyana Buddha initiations through the Om Ah Hum, body, speech, and mind of the Guru in front of you into your three places. The Om Ah Hum, just like in the Bhavas and Bhava empowerment, all established together in your heart chakra. The Hum is a Hum of Om Ah and Hum. This one. And when the Guru melts into you with the three lights, the Om Ah Hum in your three places, establish this Hum in a five-colored sphere of light, radiating out in all directions to all the six realms. That, like with the Padmasambhava practice, all the sentient beings in the six realms, present time, are liberated. From desire, lust, and attachment, jealousy, envy, coveting, all of that, stupidity, bewilderment, delusion, number 4, pride and arrogance on any kind of religious activity, and hatred, anger, and abuse, or rage, liberated, gone. And then any kind of neediness, greed, never being satisfied. And on the planet today, we have billions of humans that are not satisfied, needy in every way, all liberated, all those and think of them all as like Milarepa. He wasn't a monk. He wasn't a householder. He was just a wandering, free, liberated yogi, trained of compassion and power and insight as his true nature. And he used those three to penetrate this illusory application of emotional energy of the world around it. Drama. Om Ah Hum. Then we say, Milarepa Siddhi Hum. Om Ah Hum Jetson Milarepa Siddhi Hum Be. 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 Om Ah Jetson Milarepa Siddhi Hum Be. Om Ah Jetson Milarepa Siddhi Hum Be. Jetson Milarepa Siddhi Hum Be. Om Ah Jetson Milarepa Siddhi, accomplishment. Hum Be. Cut. All judgmental mind. Disappear. It can't see you. You can't see it. Mirror-like wisdom. Your true nature. Om Ah Guru Hasa Vajra Hum. That means Om Ah Guru Laughing Vajra Hum. Om Ah Hum Laughing Vajra Hum. Om Ah Hum Laughing Vajra Hum. That's Milarepa's heart's mantra. The first one was liberating all sentient beings. Om Hum Jetson Milarepa City Hum Pei. The second one is being Milarepa. Om Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Asa Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Ha ha. Hum hum. Okay. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Vajra Hum. Laughing Dorje 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 Hum. In Tibetan, Asa Vajra Hum. Asa Vajra Hum. Asa Vajra Hum. Asa Vajra Hum. Laughing 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 Vajra Ha ha. Hum hum. Okay. To be Milarepa, or to use this lineage holder, is equal to holding the present day Karmapa, or Kala Rinpoche, or the Dalai Lama, or your root Lama, or any powerful guide, Namkai Norbu, Garib Dorji. So when you use this lineage symbol, it's all inclusive, remade, non-sectarian. Every mantra, every visualization, every form of practice supports equally every other form of practice, infinite. Each has infinite capacity for healing body, speech, and mind, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. No ceiling, nowhere, no heavenly realm to get arrogant about. And you see all sentient beings like Milarepa, all your relatives, friends, lovers, all the humans, all the animals, all the spirit worlds. And you collect all of that as Milarepa's infinite in number in your mind into you as the central figure. And you as Milarepa simply disappear into the home in your heart center, and it disappears, shrinks to the infinity of basic state. No meditation. Again, relax in the true nature of voidness as bliss. Simply applied as timeless, and unconditional. Relax. Where's the 100,000 song? When you arise from your accomplishment stage of tantric practice, called Mahamudra, you arise as Milarepa, and all sentient beings are like Milarepa. Milarepa looks like this. On the front of his book, The 100,000 Songs of Milarepa. I don't know if you can see that. But Milarepa had a red sash that he wore. What it was to keep his knees in the up position when he was meditating in caves. As discipline, a form of discipline in tantric practice. And Marpa is above his head. And then Dorje Chang, Guru Lama, Kuntuzangpo, is above that head. Then he's shown in mountainous regions with many disciples around and on a lotus sun and moon days. Now, when he traveled around in the mountains of the Himalayas, and he would run into groups of people, he was always laughing and singing. And having penetrated the illusion, when they asked for teaching, he gave them like prose, poem. And somehow they managed to remember all of his teachings and made it into Tibetan translations, and it is called The 100,000 Songs of Milarepa. When he gave these songs, he was in answer to people or groups that he met. And they asked him, why did he stay in remote areas? He says because there's no drama there. There's no distraction. When you penetrate the illusion, the nature of bliss is like putting your hand to your ear and listening to nothing. And that's his symbol of awareness, just like that. And so this whole book was chanted by him in response to groups of people, villages and so forth. And usually he went where there was remnants of stupas or temples or holy places where other Mahasiddhas had meditated, like Guru Rinpoche and so forth. And when he left his body, there was no body. There was nothing. He said some fingernails and some of his hair and his cotton clothing and his red sash. He disappeared. Why? Because his body was illusory. Everything is made of nothing. Light, energy, particle. And so we work with that with these practices. Every mantra you sound, every kind-hearted thing you say, every text you chant, it goes everywhere. All the animals, humans around you, spirits, they get that. And so this is what we do in a year and a half in COVID retreat. Social medias, cell phones, computers, TVs, images. The more you see of this, you must understand that you're deepening the illusion. And all of that social media is emotionally projected. Yeah, your computer does it. Yeah, your TV does it. Yeah, your cell phone. It's all programmed by humans, zeros and ones. And all of it is based on judgment and serious emotional conflicting energies of those people creating those programs. All of them. For whatever purpose. For greed, to control, to make money, to lie, give false information. So please remember to do taking and sending. Bring it all in as black light into your heart. All of that projected neediness, pain and suffering, drama. They call it entertainment. With an oxymoron that is. So you take all that delusion into your heart and disappear. That's where everything goes anyway. And immediately project white light That's all you have to do. You don't have to think everybody physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay, you don't have to get intellectual about them. Just project white light to your family member who's messed up, your lover, your father, mother, your pet, your son, your relative, or all those people on those social programs, all the war and famine and everything that's shown there, all the hospitals full of dying people, millions. The infinite amount of destruction going on with our environment. Just bring it in, inhale it as black light, disappear it. White light, everything's okay. It's called infinite okayness. And smile. Because in your mind, heart mind, it is infinitely okay. Relax in bliss. Like Milarepa. And have a good time and laugh at the joke. Om Jetson Milarepa Dorji La So Wadeb So. 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 Om Guru Hasa Bajra Hum. 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 An infinite sense of humor based on highest intelligence makes everything nothing. And once you are nothing, my root Lama Guru Rinpoche said, then you are everything. Laugh. Be kind and considerate. The last part of the Milarepa Silk is the dedication prayer.
Can you say what the Milarepa mantra is?
Om Jetson Milarepa Dorje La So Wadeb So, and myself and all sentient beings.
Say it again.
Om Jetson Milarepa Dorje La So Wadeb So means myself and all sentient beings take refuge. Om Jetson Milarepa Dorje La So Wadeb So. Om Jetson Milarepa Dorje La So Wadeb So. We go for refuge. Om God Asa Vajra, laughing Vajra, laughing Dorje. Ha ha ho ho ho. The joke's on you and me. Okay? Dedication prayer. Last of the Milarepa. So, through this practice of Milarepa and all practices and the merit I gather in the 3 times, I dedicate all of this as the Buddhas and heart sons and daughters dedicated it. Through the great enlightenment and liberation of all sentient beings, which is without dwelling, may I attain the state of unity in this lifetime, completing the practices and diligently cutting off the growth of the confusing mind. May I become just like Jessen Milarepa in his example and his action. No perceiver, no perceived. Why? They're the same thing. When you get that, you've penetrated the illusion. Then your objective, judgmental mind loses the subject, the needy I, me, mine stuff. No more selfish, egocentric awareness. Ewa di nerdu da, shagya champo drugerne, drowa chengde malo pa, te sala goparsho, sanjay kusum nimpa jimlada, shoni megur nimpa jimlada, hendu miche dumpa jimlaki, chita goma moma duparsho. By this virtue, having realized Maha merger, may I quickly establish all beings without a single exception in that state of awareness. By the blessings of the 3 bodies of the Buddha being complete, by the blessing of the truth of the Dharma itself being unchanging, and by the blessing of the wishes of the Sangha, that's us, being unwavering, may all dedication prayers be fulfilled. May all the lamas have long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity. May all their wishes be fulfilled. May all beings be happy, free of suffering, establish and bliss through our practice, and become emotionally stable. Arigato. Mahalo. Thank you. Mil gracias.